Here we are, the first afternoon of the hunt with Marco. And this particular stand, more than any other that we have on the ranch, we have a lot of mature buck that come to this feeder. It's kind of off by itself, real close to their bedding area. And there was just a ton of mature 8-points coming to this stand. And as you'll see here in a little bit, we have a couple of mature 8-points that tempted us. But you'll hear us talk about time. We kind of gave it till 5 o'clock that afternoon for one deer that was already out there that you'll see here in a minute. And we were going to shoot this deer if nothing else had showed up. There was one taller deer that Marco really liked, a real tall, mature 8-point. And we were kind of waiting on him to show up. And so we told ourselves the biggest one of these three that you see here, we were going to shoot by 5 o'clock. And deer just kept coming, so we waited and waited, and by that time, the biggest one of the three that you see here steps off. So this afternoon, we did not get a shot off, but it was pretty eventful.
He's one of the good ones. He's not the tall one. Do you have him on camera right now? They didn't hear it. I should have him on camera. Oh, damn. Makes it more exciting.
That 8-point that you see there at the feeder, he was a huge body 8-point, and you'll end up seeing him on another hunt coming up. But we were going back and forth whether to shoot him or wait on that tall one that Marco likes.
That's only if you want to. Like, there's a good chance you can get that tall one if you don't shoot him tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you don't have to shoot a deer right now if you don't want to. I'll turn this off until that big one comes up. One that just lifted his head. Yeah, he's looking back. I don't see nothing back there. They're both looking back.
Here we are the next morning, and obviously we had a pile of javelina. But we did have a 6.5-year-old 8-point, another really good heavy-bodied 8-point show up. And because there were so many javelina, he did not want to go in there and feed. And so he didn't give us much time to think about it. You know, when we finally made the decision to take him, he, of course, didn't present a shot. But usually when there's 3 or 4 javelina in there, a deer will walk right up and feed right next to him. But I think we had 18 on this morning.
He's coming back up. Make sure that's him. No, that's the little deer.
And right here, this is the opposite side of the stand is the feeder, and I had just seen a really good deer and told Marco, so we get in the process of getting set up to shoot to that side. Now, I had put a t-shirt up in that window to allow us to do what you're seeing right here without getting busted, because that stand is kind of up on a hill, so it's easy to get silhouetted in those windows. And so I'd put a t-shirt up, and I'm just watching through the very corner while Marco gets into position to make a shot. So we got to get all the camera stuff out of the way, because we were not ready to shoot to that side. And wouldn't you know it, that's where the deer ends up. So Marco is here. We're sitting here, Justin, getting ready to shoot to that side we were not prepared for.
Go looking from Marco's deer he shot. Replayed the footage, looked like a perfect hit. So it's the first time we got down to go see, try to find him. What do you think? What do you want to say to your fans out there?
Oh man, how far do you think the shot was?
150. You can smell him. He's kind of right by that dark stuff, wasn't he?
Came up right, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Blood all over. Blood all over there. Right up there. I'll let you lead the way. It's a pretty easy trail right up through there.
Which one I gotta do it?
Yeah. There. So, right there. Just look up.
Is that him? Is that him?
Oh, dude, he's a hammer.
God.
He's a hammer. Oh, Marco got him a dandy. Look at that. Marco.
Oh my gosh.
Hammer, dude. Look at the mass.
God.
Giant. I told you it's a giant.
Yes, you can smell him.
Look at that.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, boy.
This is stuff that dreams are made
I
of, man,
will
right?
tell you. Look at the mass on that thing.
Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. Thank you, Father.
Beautiful silver South Texas buck.
Oh man, this makes up for it for last year. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus.
One thing really cool about this buck, this deer was actually shot a couple of years ago, and we have pictures of him that you'll see here in a second with a huge hole in his shoulder. He not only survived that, he recovered, obviously, and it didn't hurt his antler growth all that much at all, if you can see. So really cool buck for Marco to get. Again, congratulations, Marco, on a great, great buck.